and see what I did there. So back in April during WrestleMania week, WWE dropped a huge bombshell and announced that they acquired AAA. And AAA, I think, wasn't doing great financially, so for them, it made sense to be acquired by WWE. And instance, they get money, and then they stay alive, and then WWE basically gets this new roster of wrestler like luchadors. So this new story had Penta in an interview recently with Sam Roberts, and Penta basically said that it's a very good opportunity for Mexican wrestlers. So there, while speaking on the Raw Recap podcast, Penta was asked about WWE's acquisition of AAA, and he believes it was a very good opportunity for Mexican wrestlers. And then this is what he said specifically. He said it's a very, very good opportunity for the Mexican wrestlers, the younger wrestlers, and in general, the Mexican wrestlers, because the door is bigger. That's with any other opportunity in the world. I don't know exactly what is the form. I don't know exactly how it will be. I don't know, but I'm sure this is the best opportunity for all Mexican wrestlers. Brother, there's a Hogan reference. I hope that I want to see more wrestlers here in WWE, like luchadors, obviously. But to be honest, man, and serious, I think it's good for the business, bro. I don't know when it starts. How's the real formula for this project? But I just feel in my heart that it's good business. So I guess I don't know if we really talked about the acquisition of AAA since it happened on the podcast. So I guess, David, when you heard that WWE acquired AAA, what did you think?
Wasn't surprised. Just
No.
amongst all the like cross promotion and stuff, I was like, I guess I was surprised a little bit about like the fact that they bought them,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been trying to figure out something for Mexico for a while. Like some of these are like kind of like the plans that they had for NXT with like UK, Japan, Mexico, and all that stuff
Right.
back before lockdown. And I think it's just doing it at a larger scale instead of doing it as the NXT brand.
Yeah, I'm curious
This
what
all
that.
this cross promotion looks. I think it looks cooler than like the AEW universe of all the like with that in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the separate brands works better.
Yeah, it's a good question. Because for Tony Khan, I mean, he acquired Ring of Honor
Right.
and treats it as like a separate show.
With
I think
all
it's got its
the
own
same guys.
subscription. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it's a similar business model than the WWE is
Not same
doing,
guy.
right?
Well, so it's good. It from so far, it seems like it's gonna stay its own brand.
Right. Like Ring of Honor, because they don't say
No,
AEW Ring of Honor, do they?
no, but you see people on both channels all the time.
Oh, I see. That's what you mean.
Like they're like, there's no hard separation. It's almost like a Raw SmackDown brand split.
Oh yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
completely forgot that Jericho was like Ring of. Yeah, you're right. Like
yeah,
they do just have them like interchangeably have like fighting for the belt on AEW pay-per-views and that kind of stuff. So yes, yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Keeping it separate, and we don't. I mean, we don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't keep it separate. We'll see. Um, but so far, it just looks like there is this NXT AAA Worlds Collide show that's happening in June. And I
Right.
definitely want to see that. I just want to see what that looks like under WWE. That'll be super interesting. Um, but Andres, what did you think when you heard that WWE acquired a Mexican wrestling promotion? Any thoughts? Were you like, oh man, this is like Ring of Honor?
I mean, I thought it was great. I mean, it was cool to see that they're going to be opening up the doors to now a different, obviously North American wrestling is not, unaware of, the luchador like style wrestling. Obviously, we've had it come here for many years in WCW, even well before that. But I think now to actually like agree to be like a part together, or at least have some kind of handshake agreement of some sort. I think it's cool. It's going to be opening up more opportunities and doors for them. And I think what they're going to have a show, right? The Worlds Collide that you were mentioning, they're going to
Mm-hmm.
do that. So I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
Chris, how do you feel like the move will change the landscape of Lucha Libre in Mexico, but also internationally?
I mean, I think WWE has been doing a really good job just doing a lot of more international pay-per-views. So this was natural kind of business move for them, so they can kind of take over that South American portion on some level. You know what I mean? Well, Central America, Latin America portion. So I think it's a good business move for them.
It's all America.
Gulf of America. No, but yeah, it's definitely a good business move for them. Again, I mean, they have like Rey Mysterio and stuff like that, but introducing a wider range or wider roster of luchadors, which should be an interesting take, especially like under a WWE umbrella. So there's definitely a lot of curiosity on my end as far as like how that's even going to kind of look. Is it going to be very WWE? Is it going to be the way AAA was kind of run before, but just under a WWE brand, you know, that kind of a thing?
Yeah, I guess I'm curious. Are they going to, I mean, they acquired them. Are they going to be doing a show, like a AAA show? Like
It'd
how
be
they have
easier
a
to
Raw
help
and
them tour.
SmackDown?
They
Like,
could probably tour.
Yeah.
Like
I'm curious what that looks like. If it's just gonna be like PLEs that they just show up and you can see them, or is it going
it's
to
gonna be a way to watch.
You think it'll be like a NXT show or something like that?
Probably.
Or
It'll
what
probably
was
be
that?
streamed.
What was that? Lucha Libre show that looked like a movie?
Lucha Underground.
Underground?
Lucha Underground. There you go. Thank you.
That was on Netflix.
Yeah. Maybe they could put them on Netflix. Have a show like that. That'd be interesting. Run back Chelsea Green versus Penta. That would be cool, but I don't know if WWE would do it. You know, they should, but I don't think they would.
I mean, it was a
But
great.
yeah, not just a WWE umbrella, but like the Endeavor umbrella, where you have they own both WWE and UFC, so you have this entire apparatus behind you. That should be interesting going in. I guess I don't know what the dynamics are like what is it? AAA is like what in North America? Because there's also CMLL, right?
Yeah.
And in terms of the popularity, I mean, if they were losing money, they were probably the lesser brand, like the less popular promotion.
They've fallen off a little bit, but they also used that. But they like they did stuff with AEW before CMLL.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny had their belt and he was belt collecting.
Mm.
Like it's not overall bad, but bad decisions at the wrong time.
Yeah. Chris, how do you feel like WWE's style might impact their presentation?
I mean, it could just be more cinematic, I guess. I would say. I don't think they would. I'm sure they look at AAA and they probably thought, well, you guys need to kind of keep what makes you AAA, what distinguishes you. I imagine if they were sitting in a boardroom, I don't see why they would try to like homogenize, like making it look exactly like WWE. Because I mean, I don't see what the point would be. So I think there's definitely going to be some kind of emphasis of trying to keep what they were, the DNA of what AAA was or is. So
Yeah.
it's just now they have the purse of, you know, Endeavor or whatever.
They're gonna have El Grande Americano go over there and win the belt.
Yeah,
And stuff.
like I mean that'd probably be like
should.
he's probably this character they probably created to do some weird crossover thing, I imagine maybe.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be some kind of juice to that, because if he was talking about he wants to look for like the biggest and best luchadors, and then it wasn't that, like, he didn't have that character that long before they purchased AAA.
Foreshadowing. I'm sure they're already talking about it.
Yeah, I'm sure that was
pipeline
probably in the cards. So this happens, and then, like you said, WWE's been doing more international shows. They really want to put the world in world wrestling entertainment. Andres, do you feel like this could lead to more crossover with other international promotions like New Japan or CMLL? Hell, maybe, I mean, AEW? Do you think that's ever possible? Can you imagine a WWE AEW crossover show?
I think we've
Everybody would
talked
have
about
to learn how to play nice.
that. But yeah, that'd be quite a meet at the middle kind of an agreement. Like, how would that even come to be? I mean, that would be like probably the greatest thing ever to actually happen, though. I mean,
Street Fighter
like,
X
how long did we
Tekken.
wait for?
I mean,
Like, how long
historically,
did we wait for WCW to cross over? You know, like, how long did we wait for that to actually happen? And then by the time the invasion angle even happened, it was kind of crap.
Yeah.
well,
But
that was all
AEW
written by Vince. That's why.
yeah, true.
And it was everybody that wanted to stay home knew that they should stay home.
Mhm.
Yeah, true. But this could open it for more doors. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, CLM can definitely be next to be part of it since we have AAA. But like, I mean, New Japan, that'd be cool. Haven't they had not like an
Well,
official like?
they work with Noah, but it's not like Noah's not owned by WWE or anything.
Mhm.
Okay. Wasn't The Rock like posting a photo wearing a New Japan shirt too, and everyone was like freaking out? They're like, oh my god, like, is this
Yeah.
That's
actually
what I
gonna
made a
be
meme for. Yeah, because I think it was the same time that was it an AEW show?
He needs to name his 5 favorite New Japan
New Japan
matches
match.
before I believe him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like there must have been something to that. Why? Like, you can't tell me The Rock, who's a board on the board of directors of WWE, wearing a New Japan Pro Wrestling shirt, and then he's playing with a Rubik's cube, basically trying to solve a puzzle. And I did make that meme that said, basically Dwayne Johnson trying to figure out how to purchase New Japan Pro Wrestling. But I feel like they are definitely trying to expand into other markets, and the Japanese market, I mean, that is for sure lucrative. I don't know what AEW's relationship with New Japan is now. I mean, they have those Forbidden Door PLEs,
And look how great
but
they're treated.
right. So I
They
feel
go there
like
to lose.
WWE could like sweeten the deal and maybe just, I mean, just show them how like former stars are being handled in WWE. I mean, maybe they can see the crossover. I mean, they got purchased, so it's WWE owned anyway. But I guess just seeing the brand, if it's being revered, or is it getting the WCW treatment where basically you got the B Squad and the invasion angle, and they're all getting their asses kicked. I mean, that rightfully so, I guess, because Vince won, and that was Vince's
That was
ego
the
trip right
message.
there. Yeah, that was the message. So we'll see. I feel like that show with AAA will maybe inform other promotions who might want to do business with WWE. I mean, TNA. I mean, that's another one. That's another one that is actively not, I don't think, owned by WWE, at least not publicly, and they have talent cross over to WWE and are getting treated pretty well. I mean, yes, the TNA champion did lose to Randy Orton, but
It's Randy Orton.
Yeah, exactly. For one, it's Randy Orton, and two, they gave him a spot at WrestleMania, and he's not even on the roster.
Then he came out with their belt.
And it
Right,
wasn't a
exactly.
squash. I mean, I would say it was like
Right.
pretty,
It was a
pretty
match.
decent match.
It was a
yeah.
it was a good match. Yeah, it wasn't just like I'm going to turn around or I'm just going to do the entrance, just do the turnaround, and then get RKO'd, and that's it. Like they actually had a match.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, exactly. Like he didn't do a "Who the hell are you" kind of thing. Like just kind of wiped his shoes on the
Welcome
mat
to the big
when he was done, and
leagues.
then just did one of these, and then just spit on him.
Or like how they did Sting the whole "Welcome to the big leagues."
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
So
Disrespect.
Right.
Shout out to AEW for giving him a pretty good career, though.
yeah, I'll say. I mean, TNA. I think
At least the
his,
send off. I think a lot of people would say Sting's TNA career is probably generally his like most memorable amongst like I think probably the longest too. I want to say
Some people say it's better than his WCW,
that's what a
like in
lot.
Yeah,
terms of matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was was it his longest? Because I mean, if he was in WCW from the 80s up until 2001, I don't know.
Well, 2001, what, 2015? Pretty close.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, so it was both pretty even, but yeah. Yeah, Sting at least got like a decent, a great send off
It's
retirement
alright.
match. Yeah, it was okay. It was fantastic. I gotta say, it was great. Um, so is there, in terms of this acquisition, um, I mean, I don't know what CMLL's like financial situation is, so I don't know if they would be up for being acquired by WWE. Well, you know what? Let me roll it back. How do you guys feel about WWE basically kind of like, is monopolizing the right word? I guess it depends who you ask.
I wouldn't say so.
Acquiring promotions and basically putting them under their umbrella. David, what do you think? Do you think it's a good thing for wrestling as a whole? Not so
I
good.
think it's fine. They're not like buying everything out. It's not like, like I doubt they go buy CMLL. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I doubt they buy, like, if they get one brand in Japan, I doubt they buy the other.
Right.
I don't think they're necessarily in the business of doing what Vince did in North America anymore.
Yeah.
Definitely an emphasis
yeah.
on international presence, though. That's for sure.
Right.
'Cause the Netflix acquirement, I mean, all these things are just showing that they're just trying to be very viable in an international market, and acquiring AAA, I guess, was a big step for that.
For sure.
Right. And now they got easy access to booking arenas for whoever wants to go to Mexico. They help these Mexican wrestlers that don't get American exposure, like get their work visas and do all that other type of stuff that allows them to work here, and they don't have to be on these silly little flyers that we see out here in the city. Like they can be where they deserve to be.
On urinals and lampposts.
Like no offense, but it's like, like they for them to be as big as they are in Mexico and then come here and like work some venues that are smaller than the indies that we do go to is pretty crazy. It's like, oh damn, like we could have seen Blue Panther in a House of 100, like
The Berwyn Eagle or whatever the hell it's called.
I mean, I feel like just expanding it to an international market, it opens up a lot of opportunity. I mean, look at, I don't know what the big prominent, brands are that are in potentially in the UK or Canada, for instance. Canadian, what do they call them? That one brand from Canada. That
Maple Leaf.
Stampede.
Yeah. Yep.
Maple Leaf Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another one.
So I mean, I think it's good because just expanding it to bigger audiences, again, it just expands the product, expands how many people can watch it. Like that Netflix deal was probably one of the best things they've done to just allow them to be streamed to essentially the rest of the planet, rather than like them trying to watch it after hours or through some illegal stream or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time,
Commentary in their language.
yeah, it's at the same time, because before, I mean, if you really think about it, it was very segmented, like your own specific region. You had your own networks, series of like shows. Maybe this country's going to have some kind of like other sport or event that'll take it off. And then with Netflix, you can access it at any time, watch it live, watch it replayed, and there's no like delays because there's baseball or whatever. You just watch it. Like,
Doesn't get cut off by the news.
Right, exactly. I mean, like you can watch, like you watch this live yourself. Like Netflix have like 10 live shows at the same time, and then you can just pick which one you want to watch that's happening, and no delays or anything. I mean, it's pretty remarkable when you think about it.
Are they streaming in China or no? Is Netflix?
I
in
think
China?
they're going to. I don't think it's happened yet. And I think India just happened
Yeah,
not too long
that
ago.
was the latest
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah, because there were a couple of like giant countries that still didn't get it when it first launched in January, and there was a slow rollout for like some of the big countries. Like India is a massive market, and they didn't get it until recently.
We had to
But yeah,
send the Great Ali over.
yeah, yeah, for real. I mean, they got the Great Khali in 2K25. I'm like, we've really reached that point where now he's like a Legends pack, you know? Like before, I was like, what the hell? Great Khali. If
Punjab
that's a
prison
selling
match.
point. Yeah, I mean, people got rose-colored glasses. I guess they think Great Khali's cool. Why not?
It
Yeah,
makes me think of the silly shit when you're a kid. I think
honestly.
that's what it is. Just
Was it
like,
Yeah.
oh
David
yeah,
that
he
thought
could
he
stay.
killed Rey Mysterio when he was like squishing his
Yeah.
head and he was like bleeding out of his mouth?
Yeah. Yeah.
He did.
Andres, I guess same question. What do you think about? Do you feel like this is monopolizing it? Do you think it's a good thing, bad thing for them acquiring
No, I think
promotion?
for how it's going, it's good now. I mean, like I said, as long as they don't like how David's point, as long as they're not going like how Vince McMahon did it, going out buying everything, and then there's like no competition in general. I think it's good to have like competition of business, but also have like a good agreement amongst everyone to just coexist and crossover when necessary. It's just good for business that way.
Yeah,
It looks
that's
like
true.
I'm just reading the Wikipedia page. It's saying
Or what?
that for AAA, they would acquire AAA in partnership with Mexican company Philip. WWE is expected to hold a 51% controlling stake. So I don't know. I don't think they own it like 100%.
Outright?
51.
But I mean, that's
That
more
1%
than,
over
more
half.
than half. Yeah,
Huh.
that's
Interesting.
interesting.
So not completely. And maybe that, I mean, that maybe, 51%. I mean, yes, it is more than half.
Did they send Del Rio home?
That's a good question because I feel
I
like
think they
initially they
did.
were like, oh yeah, as soon as they acquired him, he was gone, and then you see a bunch of social media posts that he's gone, and then not too long ago they were like, oh, he's still on the roster or whatever, and he might have a match, at the Worlds Collide thing. I'm like, I don't know what's true right now, so I don't want to speculate unless
They sent him a
someone can pull
QR
it
code
up.
to UPS to send the belt back.
Yeah, we'll call you. You just put it in the box.
Just take it there. They'll pack it.
Sayonara.
Everything's already paid
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
Just
Leave it
open the
at the
QR
Jewel.
code in your email.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Make sure
Well,
you get a receipt.
speaking of Alberto Del Rio, this is another. I love these segues. We're going into